Hey everyone, it is Wednesday afternoon, 2 p.m. We're just getting, so I'm running a little bit behind. Let me just push on this new level, move it here. 0.28, ignore level design. And then let me go ahead and just post on Twitter that we're live. We have this new editor tool that David just pushed. So this new tool, I just drag into this. Okay, so this is supposed to color the object. I'm not seeing it. Hey, new boys, David. I did get the latest editor folder. Yes, get latest revision. So basically, how much percent of the game is done? That's a really tough question. I think over 50. It's because it's a lot of tech. Hold on. Editor. Hierarchy painter. I have it. That's like the, aren't those the, Hey, Mr. Black Magic, I have not looked into Lumberyard that much. I don't think it's something I'm gonna, well, I'm not going to look into it because it's just not, it's too late for us to change engines at this point. It's cool that it's free, but we're not really looking to do like Twitch integration multiplayer stuff, so I'm not super sure where that would come in handy. So basically, I think this tool is supposed to color this text. Um, but I'm not so sure that this is working right now. Okay, let's do a call. Alright guys, we're going to call David. Let me move this off screen. Hi, David.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't, I don't see
Yeah,
this coloring.
So you have the hierarchy painter tool up there though? Or you see the hierarchy
I see it.
painter?
It is inside my, where, am I supposed to put this somewhere?
No, it should automatically load. That's why I'm confused. Is the object you have selected enabled?
Yeah, it's this one.
Because it's supposed to like on load, like on script recompile or whatever. It's supposed to like inject itself into the hierarchy GUI, and then if it finds the color of the object, or like if it finds a component on the object, then it should color it. As long as it's
Okay.
active in hierarchy and it has the hierarchy color.
Which we do have, right?
Yeah. Which
So,
the hierarchy color is what you put on it, right?
yeah.
Weird. That's not a pre. I'm just trying to think of why.
It's not a prefab. It's an empty object.
Is it? Oh wait, check your. Okay, yeah, that should be right. Part of me wonders if it's like I don't think it would be like a pro mode only thing. I'm in like a dark UI also. Yeah, what the hell? One second. Hierarchy. Okay, can you open up the hierarchy painter script? And then inside of there, just do like,
Not this one. Okay, what's up?
so you have the hierarchy painter script open?
Yes.
Okay, could you add,
Here, let me screen share with you.
yeah. I'm kind of like watching delayed in the stream. Yeah, so that looks as it should. I'm trying to do a test to see if this would tell me anything.
You working on a Mac or a PC?
PC.
Oh, weird. Your Windows 10?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why that would matter.
Oh, wait a second. Instance ID to game object. Why is directional? Oh, because directional light's not on. That makes sense. Okay, so can you do? Oh, this might be explode in the scene. Could you just open up a new scene temporarily, just so this test won't well.
Should we use the Manifold Garden?
No, just do a brand new scene.
Sure, here we go.
So try putting it on like the main camera.
Hierarchy color, main camera.
At the bottom, change that.
Not working.
Jesus. Okay, go to the hierarchy painter script and then add just like a debug log. Not in that one. Inside the actual painter. Add debug log underneath active in hierarchy.
Hey, derpy face. Where under which one?
Render the active in hierarchy line. inside of that block though.
Oh,
So
where
above
is
the
it?
color, right above that.
Right
Highlight.
here.
Yeah. So put that line down, and then debug log capital L. The game object gobs.name.name.
How come this is not doing that autocomplete shit?
I don't know. But try it.
What did you want to gobs.name?
Yeah, and that's it. And then save.
Oh.
Yeah, you probably have to check it out or. So try that. Because I'm getting it like it's finding the components for me. I've initialized a load on there. It's static. Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
Is it? Well, so wait, it's still compiling. Now you should be seeing the names of things printing out in your console. Okay, so yeah, they're there. So I don't know what the hell the problem is. Because it's finding the objects. And then it should be drawing on the hierarchy then. Yeah, what the?
It does look a little different.
Does it? Oh,
I mean,
it looks like it's drawing it here. So
it looks like it's not anti-aliased, but
yes. So try. I'm trying to think of if there would be something in the default style that would be messing this up. Because like my style.
in preferences.
Possibly. Okay, so editor skin. Go to editor skin right there. You're in general. You're in personal. Try doing professional. There we go. Why is that?
Don't like.
Why does it need that? What the hell?
How do I color this background? Because I don't like
The dark.
the dark.
Sure. So try it.
Yeah, I can't even see it.
Yeah. Well, so certain colors aren't going to show up right, but So let's. Well, so I think there might be something in the code of like the way that it's doing that. Let me see if I can get it working with the default.
The personal one? Okay, so it looks like, yeah, I'm so used to
The light mode.
the light mode. It's like very weird for me to,
Yeah, your editor's in invert mode now.
yeah, dark mode.
Dark mode.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. What? Okay, that's annoying.
Huh,
Well,
interesting.
so that's. I'll look into that, but you see that it's like it was. That's why it was working for me, I suppose. Yeah, okay, so I think what's happening is it's not multiplying. It's because, oh, that's why. Because your text color is white in dark mode, and it's black, and so then it's overlaying.
Oh, I see. Oh, fuck.
I don't know why they were like, let's sell out, but they didn't even show the number of left.
We changed the, Hey, David. Oh, okay. He disappeared. Gonna hang up on him. All right, so we actually have the thing solved. But I am gonna go back into light mode because I can't. This looks too weird for me. Yeah, there we go. That looks much nicer. Anyway, this is game development. It's just me, or does chat seem to be broken today? For some reason, I can't see the number of viewers. Not that that's important. Ugh. Come on, work. Order 12, okay. It's like not updating for me. God damn it. Oh, you know what it is? Fucking A, it's this stupid line. It's killing the performance. Okay, there we go. So now I can't remember what I used to have as my... I think I prefer this to be a little bit darker. There we go. Hey, LOL Beginner 100. Sergey Moss, hello. For Trapper. Alright, there we go. So that's... We are now... ready to go again. I don't like changing settings and getting things I'm not used to. Okay, so... Alright, there we go. Let's get back to level design. Damn. Okay. It was printing that line over and over again in the console, so it was kind of killing performance inside the editor. But now we are all ready to go again. Anyway, so I want to show you guys. So this is the level we are working on with, or kind of one of the inspirations is this Unity Temple here in Chicago. Well, just outside of Chicago by Frank Lloyd Wright. And Walter Netsch BCB building. This is at the UIC campus. And again, this is the other sort of influence. what I really like about this one is sort of the layers of, this is the behavioral sciences building. What I really like is the different layers of elevation that this building has. So, hey, Carolina Bloom, are you trying to ban? Ha! Unity Temple. I actually just caught that. The irony of it. No, that is the Regenstein Library at the University of Chicago. So this is anyway, I really like the different layers of elevation in this building, so I'm keeping it's sort of a combination of both. Although I think Fur Trapper and Lull Beginner, you guys are new here. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this off to the side to you know what, I'm gonna move my console down here, and for now we're actually gonna move this to my right monitor. Carolina Bloom, I'm assuming you haven't been productive because of the witness. I'm slowly, very slowly working my way through it. It is not an easy game, man. Louver, the thing is, it's actually hard to do a pyramid. We might do it maybe like the underground, maybe just the idea of a museum, but it is hard to, it is actually kind of hard to do the, well, you know, sometimes you gotta take breaks. You gotta take breaks. You can't just keep going. You know, I've been actually like forcing myself to stop working at night. You know, like after midnight, so I actually get some sleep, and that's resulted in me waking up fresh, which I feel has made me a lot more productive. And sort of just like in a better mood to tackle work. Like I wake up excited to work on the game and not just like, oh yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. Oh, so I think next week I'm going to I'm going to do like a quick I'm actually going to give a preview of my level design talk at GDC here as practice. Yeah, I think maybe like Monday I'm gonna try to get a. I'm gonna be working on the slides today. Actually, I need to put that in my notebook, my journal. Yeah, level design workshop, GDC talk slides. So I gotta do that today. By the way, hey, Happy Face Industries, welcome. Yeah, so the reason why it's so colorful in the editor is because I'm using this tool called Pro Builder, which basically it's like this modeling tool inside Unity. Basically, you can see the game is actually all just made up of boxes, so you can click a face, drag it. The reason why I have them different codes so I can see which ones are adjacent. So it's actually there's no significance to the codes themselves. It's just they're different so that I can tell them apart, right? Because it's you know, if you have this next to this, sometimes it's like a little hard to see where the line is. So that's really what it is. None of it. It's all vertex coloring. So there's just this thing that lets me color it, and then when I go to hit play, it's ba-dum. So window design. I think I'm gonna make them like save as window world 028, because the problem is like having a world I can't actually see anything. So this is 4 by, so we are looking for a window piece that's going to be 4 by 20. So 4 by 4 is 16, and then 20 by 4, that's 80. Let's proceed. Whoa, 60 plus hours, damn. By the way, did you guys see the, I thought this was pretty funny. Some people thought this was real. I guess I did a pretty good job with the photoshopping. Oh, come on. Oh. Level design tool, still one of my favorite tools that we've made. Incredibly helpful. Come on, man. What the hell? All right, there we go. I like that. That looks good to me. Yeah, that's a good design. So we are gonna go with So yeah, how is everybody doing today? It's the middle of the week. Hump day. So I'm actually just having like a super hard time with dealing with hierarchies inside Unity. Animating legs. Oh, hey, welcome, Android Ginny. Apart from my perpetual self, here. You know, I was at the doctor's last week, and I don't know if it's the same in other countries, but or at least here in the U.S., they always ask you like, there's like a standard set of questions. You know, they're like, and the one of them that they ask is, have you been depressed lately? And I always want to answer, not more than usual. I mean, depression is not funny, but it just seems like a strange question. Okay, well, I love the way these columns look. So what I like to do is kind of basically, we'd have this base, and you can see what we're doing is we're taking the we're taking this image, right? So this is the behavioral sciences building. So what I want to do is really duplicate. So the left and the right side are going to be the same, and then the middle, right in the middle, what I want is sort of these columns, these 6 columns in the middle. But the thing is, you got to have these sort of like large columns. You can't just have columns like coming up anywhere, right? Because the thing is, like, for example, it wouldn't make sense to have a column here, but that's like not extending to the bottom. So they always need to. So like these are these really large columns, and then they get. Get smaller as they go up, but I am loving the different layers of elevation that's provided here. Staircase path 03. Well, you know, I just find like with game development, man, it's a fucking grind. Like, it's that the honeymoon phase, which is sort of why I'm not like against game jams, but I don't think only doing game jams is good training for if you want to embark on a big game project, because that's like practicing sprinting and never doing any long distance, and then trying to run a marathon. It's just like all that initial fun part that comes with doing game prototyping and that exciting stuff. It's all done. Yeah, there's not. I do favor symmetry, but only for certain things, and like. There is definitely asymmetry. Like, one of the things that if you listen to John Romero talk about Doom level design, he says like, he talks about how he hates symmetry. He thinks it's very lazy because you're like, you basically only design half a level. but and there will be stuff inside, but I think for some of like this stuff, it makes a little more sense. Yeah, I think there will be there definitely will be asymmetry. Otherwise, it gets really really boring. So, but you know, for some of these, I do think there needs to be symmetry. Yeah, I think it's intentional. It's not. Yeah. Yo, Tiny Angry Crab. How is it? It's going well. You know, we are just working away, as usual. Doing more level design, my favorite activity. How about yourself? That's right. Huntington Games, hello. Early experiments with language. Yeah, I decided not to do it. After, The problem is that that language was not really a new language. It was just like a, you know, it was just English with a different set of alphabets, which I didn't think was very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 divided by 10 times 4, 10 times 4, that's 40. What the fuck? Why is it doing this, like... What the fuck? Why is it doing the, Why is it extending it? What the fuck is going on? I don't understand why it's extending the... Oh, sick. Yes, streaming's been a lot of fun. It's been a really positive experience for me. Yeah, it was just an alphabet. So it wasn't like I want to do a language, but that was like that would have just seemed like a massive undertaking that I wasn't ready to take on. Hey, Mr. I Flash Yep. All right, so what is going on here? There are any fires? So, Mr. Flash, sorry, I just got a text. So this is the window design. Now the thing with the window designs is you wanted to make a variation of this. It's a good... Ah, fuck. Yeah, anyway, using this window design tool always makes me super happy about how it's always a good reminder of how important tools are. Hey, Fresh Heels, what is Manifold Garden? Give me a second and I will show you after we finish this window design. If Monument Valley is a cupcake, my Manifold Garden is LSD. Is how I like to describe it. Yeah, this looks good. Have I completed the yeah, it's okay. Good, Alice. Yeah. It's you know, it's basically so like you know, Monument Valley is sort of designed and it is not saying that it's easy, right, to do that, but it's designed so like everybody can play. Like a 6-year-old, my grandmother, like I showed it to my grandmother and she just started like pressing on the iPad, right? And like you can do stuff and it doesn't let you make mistakes. But Whereas this is more just like this is about giving you this entire system and putting you in control of that and letting you experience this world completely with these systems, right? It's everything you see you can go, everything in the game that you see you can go. It's first person. There are no invisible colliders. Well, like invisible barriers to stop you from going places. It's what's Monument Valley's like play length, like an hour ish. I actually haven't played the DLC. Is that Forgotten Shores? Yeah, I haven't played that. Oh fuck. So, hey, Ryoku the Slayer, you gotta be on Twitter 24/7. You should just leave this tab open. So, Huntington Games, let me just show you. Let's go inside the game and take a look. Oh, fuck. Damn, the performance is taking a hit. There's a lot of geometry in those levels. So you can see, like, you have this core, the basic mechanic is this ability to change gravity surfaces. This you've seen in Monument Valley, but you can do it every surface. Hey, Jindo1. Now, the difference, one of the key things is also, like, when you fall off, instead of the world fading to black and resetting you, you are actually in this is not such a great. The world actually repeats itself in every direction, so the world simply repeats, right? And you can do this in every single direction. So you can go down to go up. Right? Like, I'm here. I want to end up there at the top of that. You can see this, and it's below me. Right? So this idea is that the game has to, you start thinking about this stuff. Right? And the game doesn't like, Monument Valley doesn't let you fall off. Right? This game does. And so a lot of what this game becomes about, and then there are puzzles. I don't have them right now because right now we're just working on the architecture of this level. Right, so I've got this, I'm working on this like temple area, so we're sort of designing these pillars. Like, okay, I'm not crazy about these, so like right now these pillars look like they're a little bit too close. This seems, maybe this is fine. Personally they feel a little too close. They're a little bit too close. I feel like they should be wider. So we're gonna have to step back, right? So we're working on this thing. It's a yeah, and also all of it is completely wordless. It doesn't. There's textless, wordless. Yeah. So so basically from there, I felt like they were a little bit too close. So this should be like, man, maybe like, so right now, what is it? 1, 2, 1. Oh, so this wall is not in here. Right, so that should be okay. Anyway, a lot of what I'm doing right now is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let's move it all the way back here. Hey, Praetorian 1970. I am gonna end the stream soon because it is it's 3 o'clock, and I'm usually these afternoon impromptu streams are only for about an hour. But you know, I might stream later tonight, and also, of course, actually, you know what? Let's go in and take a look at where this is, and I feel like this can also be. Let's give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's move that a little over. So let's go inside and take a look again. Anyway, also for those of you that are new to the stream, I'm just out of curiosity, like, how did you come across here? Is it through Twitter? Have you known about the game before, or is it were you just like randomly browsing game dev channels on Twitch and stumbled across this? You know, and if you knew of the game before, where did you hear about it? I'm just sort of really curious about how people are finding out about the game. I think there's been some interest recently because of the Witness. I mean, I see the game, search game dev on Twitch. Oh, sick. Okay. Like, I think there's been some renewed interest in this because of the Witness and Farm. I see the name come up a lot in similar conversations. Obviously, I'm not like anywhere near as big as those two. Oh, sick. Oh, cool. Well, welcome both Rockin', Jindo1, and Huntington Games. Great to have you all here. Hey, Remind 0098. Okay, so I like. Let me try that again. Well, I was looking at the chat, so I wasn't paying attention. But let me check out the spatial element design. What is the Witness? Not sure if you're serious. It's the game Jonathan Blow's new game. It sounds like you're asking it like, what is the Matrix? New biz, you've been asking. Braid Dude. It's basically you walk around an island solving Sudoku puzzles. No. Right, so I'm really liking this. So I think, yeah, like, this is like a lot of what this involves is like, okay, you know what? Like, I think this feels a lot nicer, right? It's like not as cramped. And I want to give myself a lot of space because these columns are really big. So it like wouldn't make sense too to have columns that are really tight together. Fresh Heels, who's there? Oh, wonderful, Exterminator. Yes, it. My edge detection shader. I'm very, very happy with it. You know, we also have this invert mode, dark mode, which does. Well, you can't change gravity in this mode. That's part of a gameplay mechanic that is becomes clear later on, but it is something that's very, very important. For me, it was nice. Yeah, the Made with Unity page. So we need to get rid of this like R2. It's because like when the game starts, it assumes you don't know the instructions, so it pops them up and shows you. But then like it ends up being every time we start the game, like in this test mode, I have to they come up, and they're just really annoying. So the reason, so this is also good, right? Because now the trick is like why provide so much elevation? Because the thing is, you want to avoid, and this is a level design tip, is you want to avoid having a lot of flat areas. Because okay, watch this. Like you see me moving through these steps, it feels great. Like this feels incredibly slow. Like look at this. It's just, nothing is changing because there's no texture, right? It's all of a sudden feels incredibly slow and boring. And this is like, these are the moments when players start to like think about, they're like, man, I wish I could run in this game. I am doing running right now because that's like a debug feature for me. So I can kind of like skip through places. But, you know, if you provide a lot of elevation, you know, the thing with the Witness is like for some reason everything is so linear. The animation, there's like no popping and snapping. Right, and I think this game I want to try to make it a little bit more dynamic. So okay, I really like. So I like these windows. I like how they're turning out. So we are going to continue. So anyway, I gotta end the stream now. I have something at 3 p.m. But I might do another stream later tonight. But anyway, these next 2 weeks are gonna be like, we're gonna be doing a lot of level design. I'm gonna be churning out a lot of content. We are aiming to have a vertical slice for the game, sort of by the end of this month with all the mechanics and sort of tackling a lot of. This is my first game. Yeah. This is my first game. It started off as a project to learn Unity. Like I wanted to make this like massive cyberpunk MMO, and I was like, maybe I should do something small. I think it'll take 3 months. It's been 3 years. So the lesson is, games as they turn out take a hell of a long time, and you will always underestimate by way too much. So I don't think I will make games after this. Maybe I'm just saying that now because it's been like it's a little over 3 years on this project, and I'm not burned out yet, but I don't know if I can jump into another massive project after this is over. So it's just incredibly daunting. For your first game, don't try to make like, you know, don't try to make a massive, you know, sprawling first-person puzzle game for console. But we got backed by Indie Fund. I've got David as a programmer working on it. It's gotten attention. It's gotten some press. Our PS4 build runs pretty well, not 60 but 60-ish. So I am pretty happy. I think the scope is like, this is like just doable for me. Like it is sort of very close to the edge. Like you see some indie games and you're like, dude, that's way too big. This is like not super small, but it's like there's a lot of. I'll talk about it more some other time. Ron Carmel's Indie Fund, they're backing the game. So Jonathan Blow is there too. He's like, there's there are certain advantages. Like I basically don't have an art like. A lot of games you go from level designing, gray boxing to like art pipeline. You guys spend 2 weeks arting up the level, and then you test it, and it's like, oh, actually, this isn't working. Then all that art is gone, right? But for me, I go from gray box to final art instant because it's all post processing shader. So it's like, it makes it super fast to iterate. But it's still massive in it. But it's like, I feel we're like just at the cusp. So it's got to be, you have to be really, really careful. But I do think we can pull this off. And I am very, very happy with where the game is at, how far it's come along. You know, there are links at the bottom, devlog. You can find a lot, so you can see what this game used to look like. It used to be called Relativity. So it's really come a long way. But anyway, so you can see we've got the basics here. I am now going to end the stream. I will see you guys maybe later today, tomorrow. Friday, we've got Garrett Polk. We'll be checking out his game 1D. And I am aware of how huge The Witness is. Like, it's already way bigger than I expected. So, anyway, you guys all have a great rest of Wednesday, and I will see you guys around.